Everybody good? Okay. Everybody good. Everybody can see me. What is up, y'all? First we're gonna start. I'm gonna start with Dr. Sebi. All right. Everybody knows that he passed away. Everybody knows that. Y'all, I'm gonna deal with first. I'm gonna read out the actual official story of what actually happened to Dr. Sebi. I'll read y'all the official story, and then we're gonna talk about what the fuck really happened. All right. Says here, Dr. Sebi, whose real name was Alfredo Darrington Bowman, also known as the world famous Dr. Sebi, the man who cures cancer and AIDS along with many other diseases. Holistic doctor, was detained after a flight from California that landed at the Juan Manuel Galvez de Rotan Airport. I think I might have did all right on that part. On May 28, 2016, under charges of money laundering. Dr. Sebi and his associates, Pablo Medina Gamboa, were apprehended carrying a total of $50,000 in cash. $20,000 on Dr. Sebi and $30,000 on Gamboa. They were attempting to board a private plane headed to another location in Honduras. He was detained and then released for a pending court appearance that would later take place on June 3rd, 2016. After his court hearing on June 3rd, 2016, Dr. Sebi was detained under the charges of money laundering by the public Ministerio, I could be saying that part wrong, on an unconfirmed date and time between June 3rd and August 6th. Dr. Sebi reported severe health conditions during incarceration related to pneumonia. In critical health condition, he was rushed to the Vicente de Etoni Hospital, but died in transit. Before this event, this brother, Gordon Bowman, reported that Dr. Sebi had experienced health complications from pneumonia and was prescribed medication by the hospital. His exact conditions of death and any evidence of foul play is still unknown and under investigation. Let me just give y'all a heads up. Won't nobody be found guilty. He was received at the hospital by Dr. Edwin Interando. Dr. Sebi died at 82 and was survived by his 17 children. He was an inspiration to many and will be intensely missed by people all over the world, impacted by his holistic approach to wellness. Now, this is the official story. Basically, had too much bread on him. Him and his homie, they took him, they arrested him. He was then found guilty of money laundering and was locked up, got sick while he was locked up with pneumonia. They gave him some prescription drugs. He dies in their custody. The world is free of Dr. Sebi now, right? Now, I want people to understand that this is not a black and white issue, all right? I saw that there were a lot of the black community, conscious community saying, he's a black man, he was killed because he was black. Understand that within the last year, more than 50 holistic doctors, all right, have been mysteriously found dead or, health complications. Some people were, jacked, shot, but over 50 died within the last year here, right? Now, this could be coincidental. Most of them were white. Let's deal with some reality about the situation first and foremost. Holistic doctors are standing a chance to tap into the pockets of big pharma. This is short for big pharmaceutical companies. The companies where you get your Allegras, all your Oxycontins, Percocets, all your prescription drugs that many people in America are actually addicted to. It's not talked about because they don't consider it a quote unquote drug, but it is a drug. These are drugs. These companies make a lot of money prescribing people these medications, synthetic forms of would-be medicine. Now, Dr. Sebi's and other holistic doctors' approaches are body. You take care of your body. You eat right. All right. You take different herbs from the earth that they are giving, that's grown in the earth, and you heal yourself that way. Now, I'm not going to try to lead you people to what I want you to believe. I want you to just think about how coincidental it is that more than 50 holistic doctors have been murdered within the last year. Think about that for a second. Now, a lot of people get chalked this up to coincidence, right? They can say, well, things happen. I've even seen people say, well, he shouldn't have been breaking the law. These types of things are said. The government knows and continue to murder people, and y'all won't really give a fuck, right? This is what's been proven. Every time the government is guilty of murdering someone, people find a way to make it logical, which is one of the problems that we have as a fucking nation, and I would argue as an entire fucking world. The government is constantly lying to us. The media is constantly lying to us, but for some reason, we still believe them, right? Big Pharma stands a chance if we wake up and stop going to these would-be, getting these pharmaceuticals, getting these medicines to heal us, and learn how to eat better to heal ourselves, which I'm sure McDonald's and all these fast food companies would also have a problem with, because they'll lose a lot of fucking business. We have to understand this is about money. Simple, plain money. Most of these doctors, again, were white people that were killed. White folk, understand, if you're watching this video, you are not exempt. Anybody that comes out and tells the truth and stands a chance of affecting the money flow of a big farm, gas companies, just affecting the money of the team, will be dealt with accordingly. Now, Dr. Sebi, his first AIDS patient was on, according to him, on record, 1984. He's been doing this shit for a while, all right? Doing it for a while in Honduras. I watched a video of Dr. Sebi, and this is another reason why I don't respect a lot of these rich black people. Dr. Sebi, somebody corrected me and said it was 1987. My apologies. I thought it was 84. 84 or 87. Either way, he healed in AIDS before I was even old enough to talk. He's been doing this for a long time, right? He's met with famous people. Left Eye, you see a picture of him with Erykah Badu. But this brother, along with the other holistic doctors, are murdered for affecting the motherfucking money team. This is not a coincidence. We have to understand that these things happen. It's not a coincidence in any type of way. They don't give a fuck who you are. If you tell the truth and stand a chance of affecting money and waking people up to what's true, you will be dealt with accordingly. Because people aren't standing together behind these people, we make it logical that these things are happening. Dr. Sebi doing this from 87. These black, he talked about black would be people that have money not supporting him. All right. He talked about that already. From Oprah on down, all these rich black people not looking to support. Now, me, I'm rich. I know there's a guy here curing cancer, STDs, AIDS, all types of shit. He's out here doing this shit, right? In real life. It's actually, he was on trial before. They was trying to say, you know, you ain't really doing this shit. Bring 7 people up this motherfucker that you did. He brought 70 plus people up there to prove exactly what the fuck he was doing. So the brother was official. Understand that. It's hard for people to believe that people like Dr. Sebi, other holistic doctors, are official, because we've been conditioned to believe that if it's not these would-be, you know, college educated doctors that's going to prescribe you the same drugs provided by Big Pharma, then they bullshitting. That's what we'll believe as a people. They murdered Dr. Sebi, murdered these other holistic doctors, because they scared y'all gonna wake up to what's true. They scared of that. They are more afraid than anything that people are going to wake up. And if you tell the truth, it doesn't matter what color you are, you're going to either have to flee the country, like Edward Snowden, for example. You have to flee the country and hope they don't come fuck with you. They got him on some money laundering charges. This is what's going on out here. Understand how powerful the truth is, and how powerful it is, and more, and how much of a threat it is that we all wake up to what's real out here. Unplug from these big money-making schemes, these big money-making companies, and actually try to learn how to do it for ourselves. Now, again, no other rich black people would support Dr. Sebi. Wouldn't support him. This was a healthy brother. but he dies from pneumonia. It could have came from intaking the jail food, or it could have refused it completely, and being prescribed prescription drugs for the quote-unquote pneumonia. His body wasn't built like that. This was a healthy man. He having babies at 80 years old. Some of y'all know that. 17 kids. Dr. Sebi was not about that pull-out life. All right. 17 kids. Still pumping out babies at 80. No need for no Viagra or none of that shit. Take care of your body. It'll take care of you. You'll be healthier. He dies from pneumonia. Some of y'all will chalk this up as coincidence. They killing people for telling the truth, y'all. Understand how important the truth is and how important enlightening your mind is. You got to understand that shit. And we're letting them murder people. And we're saying shit like, oh, he shouldn't have been breaking the law. How ridiculous of a law is it that where you can't have money on you? Because he wasn't down with the getting that, you know, he wasn't working in the hospital, getting no official checks and shit like that. He getting people coming to him directly. Or either buying his cleanses. You know, he's working outside of the system. I read an article, and I don't know how true this part is, but now all of a sudden they said they didn't found a cure for AIDS. All of a sudden, I don't know. Again, I don't know how officially true that is, but then again, I don't trust the media either. So if I hear within this year, even the next couple of years, that they done all of a sudden found a cure, I'm gonna know why the fuck he was killed, and they probably done stole his transcripts. I don't know whether he protected those things or not. That's what I don't know. Right? He has 17 children. I don't know whether he passed the knowledge down. I don't know what, as far as who he gave the information to. But I do believe in my heart of hearts that he was murdered. Just like the other holistic doctors. Murdered for telling the truth. Murdered for knowing the truth and trying to put people out. Man, every interview he did, he was telling people, take care of your body. Telling you what to eat, what not to eat. What you should be doing to heal yourself. That's what he was on. No support from these rich blacks. So he over there doing it on his own. Do y'all think that's a coincidence? Let me read some of y'all's comments. Do y'all believe that's a coincidence that not only him, but these other doctors have been found dead? Do y'all believe that? Did have a cure for AIDS. Some of y'all are saying he did have a cure for AIDS. Yes. Yes, he did. But how much more money is made off keeping people sick from HIV and AIDS? Prescribing medicines. They make more money like that. Cancer, they make more money like that. I wish more of us were interested in seeing the big picture and the big money making scheme as opposed to trusting them with everything like they're really trying to fucking heal us. Like they're really trying to make us better. Like that's real. We have to understand what the fuck is going on here. We have no choice. Some of y'all know the game. I see some of y'all saying that they do. A lot of money is made. Treatments. Understand that. A lot of money is made that way. Somebody asking me what I think about Oprah. I can't respect Oprah. She hasn't done anything respectable to me. And when he talked about her, you know, that just furthered my point. I can't really respect Oprah. She could have backed him. She could have supported him. They could have put money behind him. But we have to understand that a lot of these rich blacks, they're awarded money. Understand the verbiage I'm using. Awarded money, not given money, not here, do whatever you want to do with it. They're awarded money by staying in line, staying in their place, doing what they are allowed to do. They're awarded money that way. We have to understand that. And until we stand together as a people and let these motherfuckers know that we know, again, I don't think we understand how important that is. Imagine if every time a story like this comes out, everybody in the fucking world says, that's bullshit. Not rest in peace, not you will be missed, not all this other bullshit that I see people saying.
There is no rest in peace for somebody that's arrested for having $20,000 and dying in police custody. Like what? This is the type of shit that they are used to us saying. We have to understand that shit. And it doesn't matter what race you are. If you tell them the fucking truth, they're going to try to touch you or silence you. You're going to have to go into hiding of some kind. We have to understand that. And whenever the world stops this bullshit of believing, then I believe that they will have to approach the situation different. But we keep falling for the same shit. We keep saying the same shit every fucking time. Rest in peace. I even see rest in power. This is what I'm seeing some of the, I guess would be black conscious people rest in power. Ain't no rest, period. No rest at all. That word is that there can't be no rest. We're still saying it though. Some type of rest that these people are getting as they're being murdered. Ain't no rest. There ain't nobody protecting them. No amount of prayer, anything like that. No amount is saving these people. No amount of other people praying. None of this stuff is saving these people because we keep letting them kill people and we're not upset about it at all. We don't care they killed Dr. Sebi. We don't really care. We'll do our rest in pieces next year on this day that he died. We'll say, well, rest in peace him. And, everybody be posting about him next year on the day that he died. Y'all still keep believing what the media is talking about. We'll still stay divided and we'll still believe in our minds that somehow it's safe out here for people that tell the truth. Black or white, you ain't safe. Understand that. Understand that. Right. African Trap Prince, absolutely right. He is not resting. There is no rest. Mad Love Queen Warlali, I believe. Crystal Frazier says, I visited Honduras last month. Dr. Sebi was fine. Now what will happen to his villas? They're going to find a way to chop those villas up and control them. We already know what the fuck they're going to try to do. We understand what they're going to try to do because it's what they do every time. All of a sudden, somebody drops dead. Right? And then their estate becomes up for grabs. And typically by the end of that, the establishment owns most of it. And the rest of it, they just control. We have to understand this shit, y'all. The government is out to silence people that tell the truth. People that actually help people, they're out to silence them. When people are about to make a breakthrough and expose the corruption, they silence them. Now, Dr. Sebi's been saying this shit for a long time. And people have been ignoring him for the most part. Majority of people ignore him and other holistic doctors. They're ignored. That's what we have to stop doing, is ignoring this information and stop letting them convince us that they know what's best for us, because clearly they don't. And they don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about treating you. Health insurance companies making money off that. Hell, you can't even go to the doctor unless you got insurance. Unless you go to a free clinic or something like that. Yeah. This is a money-making racket. The type of shit that you'll see, say, Italian mob families get arrested for, this is the same shit the government be on. It trickles down. Big Farm, health insurance companies, doctors, hospitals. This is one money-making chain. Because we don't take good enough care of ourselves. We don't eat right. We already strung out on all the shit that's wrong for us to eat. We crack babies. Essentially, it's the same thing. We crack babies. That's why it's so hard for us to stop doing certain things. Because we are addicted from young. We're addicted. So it's hard for us to break these habits. And we're not living as long as we should because we don't take good enough care of our bodies. Somebody said they equal elites. If you're confused about who they is when I talk about them, I'm talking about this system as a whole. The people that run this system, the people that tell you that you need to take your ass to the doctor, the people that make you sick, didn't send you to the doctor, didn't give you some medicine to make you sick again. You had to get something else. Those people.
People that play games with your life like that. People that play games with your life like that. And we'll just chalk it up. We'll chalk it up. So mad love to people like Dr. Sebi and these other holistic doctors that will come out here and put information out. Mad love to all truth tellers, because at the end of the day, you're putting your life on the line. You are putting your life on the line, coming out here telling the truth. And the more people listen to you, the more people make changes to their lives because of you. The more of a threat you are to the establishment. They're afraid this information will get out here, and it don't matter what fucking color you are. It doesn't matter. They'll deal with you. Again, Dr. Sebi was one of the few black people on there that was actually, that have been found dead, that was a holistic doctor. Few. I'm not going to say rest in peace. I'm not going to say rest in power, because I don't think he's resting at all. And I damn sure don't think we should be resting at all. We shouldn't be resting. We have to understand this shit. We have to stop justifying, stop finding logic in murder and assassinations. We have to stop finding logic in that. For real. Because if we don't stop, they're going to keep doing this shit. And we have to understand that.